Six Flags Great America trip number 3 came on Saturday, May 10th, 2014. And this is the trip report. So we started out the day leaving my house at about 8:10, and we got McDonald's on the way there, my grandfather and I, which put us at the park about 9 o'clock. We just sat around until 9:30 when they opened the gates to get into the parking lanes to pay for parking, and then we waited another 15 minutes after that. After that, we got in line for the ticket scanners, and we were able to get through those. Then right after that, or security scanners, right after that, we went to the ticket scanners, and the lady let me in right away. And I thought that was weird. I didn't see anyone else coming in until I saw another person come in, and then I started heading over to the Hometown Square area until a supervisor, Oscar, came and told us we were supposed to stay there. So I thought I was the first one in the park. Well, technically, yes, I was, but also at the same time, no. Getting down to the lowdown, the security guard who was working for the Hometown Square part really did a good job of keeping the people back, behind the bridge. So, hats off, or thumbs up to you, man. Moving on, we started 2 times on X-Flight Right, and then we went to American Eagle, did the red side, get American Eagle all the way, and then we went over to look at Goliath and see some of the progresses over there, like the new sign that's up. Goliath Snacks is open. Thrill Seekers have been getting some work. There's a car inside the station, and this is one of the first in 4 times where we ran into Jiggity NDG, Arrowhead 4, and Jack Rubber 19. We talked with them. We figured out some of the area. They were working on the brake run while we were there, so installing wood for the railings and stuff like that. After that, we departed our separate ways, and my grandpa and I went on Spacey Sprocket Rocket twice. Following that, we would go over to the Mooseburger Lodge, outdoor seating area, where the new Yukon Territory stage is, former County Fair stage, which used to be in front of the Iron Wolf, now Goliath station. And we got the wristband for the drinks. Following that, we would do Little Dipper, Batman the Ride, Whirligig, Yankee Clipper, and Roulette Dodge in that order. And we just did a little rides here and there. We did mainly flats this trip, not very many coasters. Following that, we would get one ride on Skytrek Tower, and then we decided to go to Aunt Martha's and eat. Thought the cheesy potatoes were going to taste better than the regular mashed potatoes that I got last time, but there really wasn't any difference. I'm not really a fan of their mashed potatoes, no offense to the park. It's just, I guess I like the waffle fries that they used to sell at Aunt Martha's better. But I do like how they now do put barbecue on the pulled pork sandwiches. So hats off to them for that. Following that, we went to go to see the 1 o'clock and only showing of Screens and Dreams Volume 2, where we ran into Coaster Kale again. He was at the meetup on opening day. And then we would go over to Triple Play, Buccaneer Battle, X-Flight, Left Side, Jester's Wild Ride, Big Easy Balloons, Condor, and then we exited the park. The reason we exited the park was because I brought my other camera. It's the closest you can get to a DSLR without being a DSLR, the Canon SX50HS. I brought that in so I could get some shots of Goliath. Well, the night before, okay, so I have 2 batteries, one good battery and one crappy battery for it. So I must have charged the crappy battery for it the night before. And I didn't think I was going to need a second battery because these have amazing battery life. And yeah. So we got to the site and the battery was dead by the time we got there. And while walking there, that was the second time I saw Jack Lover, Jiggity, and Arrowhead. So we went back to the car, put that back, And then we went on Skytruck Tower, where I ran into Coaster Nick 3157 and his family. Very nice people, really happy to meet them. I've been Facebook friends, and I've talked a lot to Coaster Nick for quite some time now, and it was nice to finally meet him in person and get to talk to him a little bit. Following that, we would go up to Hometown Square, where right after that we ran into Jiggity Arrowhead and Jack Lover, as well as Joey, another coaster enthusiast, like no more than 2 minutes after that. I'm sorry for my nose, I'm congested a little bit. Then we would go over to Southwest Territory and do Chubasco. Then we moved on to eat dinner. And we were going to go to the Primo's Pizza right between X-Flight and Daredevil Dive. But for some reason, before dinner time, that pizza place closes. And I do not understand why. It's only been this season, but I'm still kind of confused about it. So we had to, because I usually go to that one because I want the cheesy bread, or the cheese sticks with the marinara sauce. But, however, we ended up going to the one in the County Fair food court, and we got some pizza there. The reason why is because I'm not really a fan of seasoning on fries, and it's like, I don't know what the seasoning is. It may be just like seasoning salt or something, but just every time I go there, it ends up being really strong on like half of my fries, and I'm not a fan of it. I try to rub it off, but for some reason it doesn't come off. And yeah, anyways, back to task. We would do American Eagle Red, or we went on X-Flight right side, and then we went on American Eagle Red immediately following that. And that's the fourth time I ran into Jiggity Arrowhead, Jack Lover, and Joey. So, following that, we would go to Spacely Sprocket Rockets, mainly to get some views of Goliath, see what was going on over there, and what was all new. And then we would go over to do Dark Knight Coaster, and then we finished our night with my 50th ride of the 2014 season, all total rides, and this was my first ride of the season on this particular ride. We ended the night on Superman Ultimate Flight, where I ran into Junior. He's the guy who, you'll see him with that walking cane, and then he'll be beatboxing most of the time. Really cool guy. But yeah, that's pretty much my trip 3. This is the second time I made this because last time it bagged out a little bit before. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and please note that speaking of coasters will be coming out later tonight, if not early tomorrow morning. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.